Hello and welcome. If every day is feeling the same to you at the moment, you may not realise we've reached the end of the week. That feeling ends right now because we, Marshy and me, are reclaiming Friday.
Woo! And I'm Kym Marsh. Yes, it's the best day of the week and we love the fact that you've joined us for it. We've got a show that packs a punch to get your finances fighting fit.
Yes.
Let's do it. I'm on it, all right. On the show today... Does it seem like no one's listening when you complain right now? Well, you're not alone. She'll give you all the tips you need to finally get your money back. And for one couple whose summer of milestones has been a wipeout, we're bringing out...
Felt like a week for a change. 5 days of work, followed by us planned this Saturday and Sunday.
I'm finally going to the zoo.
Oh, yeah.
The zoo. Very excited about that. Feels like a bit of a novelty.
You're doing the One Show as well tonight. That's
I
a
am.
great way to crack on the weekend.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
How exciting.
Yeah.
Really exciting.
Brilliant.
Are you up to much this weekend?
It's Father's Day.
My daddy, will you see yours? No.
Um,
Yes, Royal Ascot is galloping along without making lockdown outfits and watching from home. Has it, Vicky and Darcy? Genius, isn't it? But they aren't the only Ascot fans determined to get on their glad rags, are they, Kelly?
Friday, yeah, very sparkly, very twinkly.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Happy Friday, Kelly.
Great. And happy Friday to Jim, too, with his homemade fascinator.
Dual purpose.
It does. But you know what that hat reminds me of?
Go on.
It reminds me that Pride has been cancelled.
OK.
Yeah, I love Manchester Pride. When I was in Korea.
Oh.
Have you had any cancelled events? Now, despite what's happening in the world, time continues to turn and we all still have landmark events in our lives that we are desperate to celebrate. And if that's not stressful enough, imagine if that all happened in the middle of a life and death battle. Don't, because I'm crying.
I don't know. I mean, how many times...
It does. I mean, oh, well,
Right.
really got me there.
Right.
Got me. Whew. Anyway, we've heard loads of stories from people like Alan and Sandra saying that they're not at all clear what, if any, compensation they're entitled to after coronavirus put the kibosh on the event, party or celebration they've had planned. OK, so Matt, lay it on the line for me, chapter and verse.
Yep.
What is the law that I need to know?
OK, Dean, it applies to goods and services. In this case, we're talking about... Or if the description of it has changed in some that you're happy with, or they have to give. And that's what it seems some companies don't underwrite.
Right. See, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. But what about Alan and Sandra? Well, it's slightly different. And whilst they've essentially given up on celebrating their 70th birthdays this year, we haven't. We think they deserve a treat. So I did some digging and found out that they are both massive fans of a certain well-known tenor from my part of the world. So I made a few calls, pulled in a few showbiz favours and laid them on a bit of a surprise. I'm sorry, that was so beautiful.
That was lovely.
I'm really pleased that they were so happy.
Yeah.
Oh, don't start again. Stop it.
Hashtag.
I'm fine now,
You there?
thank you, I'm fine, yes. Our lifeline is, of course, Alex Neil from Complaints Experts Resolver. Hello, Alex.
Hello, Kim. Hi, Matt.
Hi, you're right.
Hi, it's Friday. It's Friday. Now, with that in mind, the weekend, I mean, people find it hard enough to get through to customer services in the week, but it's going to be so much harder at the weekends, isn't it? Saturday and Sunday. So what can people do when the shutters are down and you need to make that weekend complaint?
If you do have an urgent complaint, I think that's where you then need to sort of be a little bit more crafty about research online about the phone lines. See when people are saying are the best or the worst times to call and just be patient.
Right. Earlier on, we were talking about all the weekend celebrations. We've honestly, our inbox is totally bulging with people desperately trying to get... Here's a question from Barbara about trying to get her refund. I don't know if you were watching, Alex. I've just done a big bit about the... and yet here, it sounds like Barbara is not getting a refund. She's only being offered...
Websites to see if you can get your money back.
And they've got different policies.
We do actually have a viewer's question. This is Karen. She does have a specific question about third-party ticket resale sites.
OK, so pretty much what we're talking about, I think, Alex.
Yeah, so here to actually give you the money. But otherwise, get to your bank, explain the situation.
We've got another one here from Martin Jackson. This is about postponed events. And it was Guns N' Roses.
What?
Guns N' Roses.
That's not... So, no date. No. Alex, thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend. A fabulous Friday. Get your admin doing, all right? Take care. Are you going to maybe dig into a box set this weekend? I would like to know, for some reason.
Oh, that's easy. Not that I've thought about it. It's Luther, Holmes, Marple, Bergerac, and one more thing, Columbo.
Nice. I like the way you did that.
She's great, isn't she? Well, since we started the show at the beginning of the week, we've received a bootload of questions from you about cars and what the pandemic has done to change how we buy them and how we pay for them. So, parked up in our expert corner today is the top bod at Auto Trader, Erin Baker. Welcome to the show, Erin. So we have had so many questions, but I think the question that we all want to know is this a good time to buy a car? So on that note, one of our viewers' questions, the first one is something that I have been thinking about myself. Daniel, he's been in touch about electric cars. So, yeah, I'm thinking of changing my car too, and electric seems to be one that a lot of people are thinking of. Your thoughts on the electric car then?
And to kind of keep your fuel consumption fairly low.
So of those three, which one would be the one that you would...
So while 30 miles of pure electric will be enough for the commute, shopping, the school run.
So if I'm going to go and buy a plug-in hybrid, what should I be looking for?
If you've got a family and you want boot space, you've got a dog, you might want...
Right, so we've had another question now from Scott Greengrass. He's got a question about extending his insurance. So he said, last year I bought a car. As I haven't been going far for the last 3 months, will I be able to get an extension on that?
I've just had that year's worth of free insurance.
If you don't ask, you don't get, do you?
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, the next question we've got really is about MOT and road tax. What people want to know more than anything is if the government are going to give extensions on those.
Extension to drive it around. You haven't. Drive it.
Right, OK. Well, we've also had a couple of questions about the DVLA, which is interesting. This first question is from Rona Wade. Interesting question. What are your thoughts there? Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Erin. Question you'd like one of our experts to answer, then get in touch. The details are on the screen now. Matthew. Oh, come on. You're the one that's missing out anyway. Anyway, for me, it's Chinese. I love a Chinese. I love a crispy duck. Ooh. We allowed to order a takeaway at 10:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
This very subject. This is Emily. Oh, lots of things, Matt.
OK, noisy neighbours. We're more aware of our neighbours. I certainly am more.
And the tables on this one then. Say that I'm planning on having the family round. You know, we're going to fire up neighbours and trying to smooth things over in advance.
Sort of once a week. I don't see any...
Well, all this week, Burnley lad Dave Fishwick has dished out some top dollar advice to save you some serious cash. Thank you, Dave. Never, ever give up.
What?
I'm not sure I'd get on it. There's a guy on the other side of this. We'll see you on the other side.
Bye-bye.
Bye.